Hey YouTube, Skarpio here. We're gonna talk about Relic Powers. You're not a very happy cat, are you?
If you're past the tutorial for archaeology but don't remember anything, you've already been introduced to your first relic and have your first relic power. Let me refresh your memory. While working on archaeology, you may come across items classified as relics. You can collect these in many different ways, from completing collection logs to turning in artifacts to NPCs, or even just finding them lying around. After getting the relic, you can then offer it to the monolith outside the archaeology guild to harness the relic power. Relic powers are passive buffs you can unlock by sacrificing relics to the monolith. They require no upkeep and only cost chronotes when activating. You can have a total of 3 relic powers activated, but your monolith has a limited energy supply. Each relic power requires a certain amount of energy shown here. You can increase your max monolith energy by unlocking the assistant, associate, and professor titles, and then send your research team out to learn more about the monolith. There are 26 relic powers to be unlocked between level 5 and level 119 archaeology, 7 combat related, 11 skilling, 4 luck enhancing, and 4 XP boosting. We're going to focus on the combat related ones since this is the intro to PVM series. The Font of Life is the first relic power you unlock during the tutorial. Once activated, your maximum health increases by 500. This will be useful for the next relic power you can unlock. At 56 Archaeology, you can unlock the Berserkers Fury relic power. This will become your new favorite relic forever. Your damage increases as your health decreases, capping at 5.5%. On the Wiki, they have a nifty little calculator that breaks down everything. After playing around with this for a while, it really helps having more max health, as you will deal more damage with more health than if you didn't boost your health, if that makes any sense. But you will need to balance this out, as most health boosting items are tank items, but definitely use Bonfire Boost for this. And when you become confident, you can start bosses off with low health to gain this damage increase immediately. The Death Ward relic power is unlocked at 81 Archaeology. When activated, you receive a 5% damage reduction when your health drops below 50%, and a 10% damage reduction when your health drops below 25%. I see this relic being super useful to tank rolls if they can handle having low health through the fight. And if you don't have Berserkers Fury unlocked, I would suggest using this relic power as a new PVMer. At 97 Archaeology, you can unlock the Fury of the Small relic power. With this activated, all your basic abilities generate 1% more adrenaline. The Persistent Rage relic power can be unlocked at 98 Archaeology. This relic power is just like the Adrenaline Urn. Your adrenaline will not drain outside of combat. If you already have the Adrenaline Urn, then you don't really need this relic power. But if you're like me, at 738 Calgerion Demon kills with no urn, you might find this useful while AFKing Krill or Kriara. At 105 Archaeology, you can unlock the Heightened Senses relic power. This relic power increases your maximum adrenaline by 10%. At the cost of 350 monolith energy, you can't use this and Berserker's Fury together. I honestly don't see a good use for this relic power. It means that you will have 10% adrenaline left over when using an ultimate, or you can use 7 back-to-back thresholds instead of 6, but I don't know when you would need to do that. The last relic power is the Conservation of Energy, unlocked at 118 Archaeology. When activated, after using an ultimate ability, you will regain 10% adrenaline, and this does stack with Ring of Vigor, giving you 20% adrenaline after using an ultimate. There is the Luck of the Dwarves relic power, but in my opinion, ring switching at the end of the kill isn't that bad. I also like using the teleports for the ring, and I also think that there are better combinations of relic powers than using this one. So now, which are the best to use? I'll start with leveling up. At Assistant and only having 250 monolith power, unlocking Berserker's Fury and using that is the best start you can get. At Associate, you get 400 monolith power, so I'd use Berserkers Fury and Death Ward. At Professor, with 500 monolith power, I'd run Berserkers Fury, Fury of the Small, and Font of Life, which is what I recommend if you're aiming for the most DPS. After unlocking all of them, it really depends on your situation or which boss you're fighting. If you plan to keep your health high and not take advantage of Berserker's Fury, then probably using the Conservation of Energy and Fury of the Small is the second best DPS setup. If you're super new to a boss or new to PVM in general, I'd use Death Ward, Fury of the Small, and Font of Life. And if you're AFK in God Wars 1, I'd use Persistent Rage if you don't have an Adrenaline urn with Fury of the Small and Death Ward. Let me know down below what your favorite relic power is and why. The topic for next week's video will be posted in the Discord server, so come join us and talk PVM. Make sure you all stay healthy, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.